comfortable. They're fashionable. Oh, look at all the nice colors. Thank you so much, Bob. These are pull-on palazzo pants with the center seam to them. The featured price is just under $50. 2 easy pays of $24.49. Or you can go ahead, if you use your Q card that way, one of the many things is those 3 easy pays, and then it's like $16 a month because you'll buy these once and you'll wear them year round.
Seriously. And you have these on now and you said you're just loving them.
Love them.
Here's the new story here, guys. We love our palazzos. The first time we put pockets in a palazzo. First time we put pockets in a pant, period.
Really?
I mean, Joan was not a big fan of any extra fabric, any extra bulk, so she loved her pants very sort of, she would even buy pants and have the pockets taken out. She just didn't want any extra. But in a palazzo, it's so relaxed. The fullness is coming from the waist, so it was the perfect time to do a fantastic pocket. I love that.
That is your navy. Would you describe your navy to everyone?
This is a probably traditional navy, which would be a little bit darker, think like a uniform navy. This is probably a little bit brighter, and I did that specifically because I didn't want to confuse it with black, to be honest with you, because the black navy sometimes you don't. I think if you're looking for an alternate to black, look how blue that becomes. I think that's a knockout. So
that's a knockout color.
It's a really pretty color.
It skews even towards you, like teal.
Almost a teal, a little bit of a tealy color, absolutely. We're saying navy, and then of course we've got the Bordeaux, which is Bordeaux? Bordeaux.
Bordeaux,
which is
perfect.
Gorgeous. We saw that on Talia earlier. We saw it on Jackie earlier. Here's a real wake-up color for us. I gotta tell you, I love this tawny. How would you describe it? It's like a camel meets a peach meets a...
Keep going, it's fabulous.
Caramel.
Yes.
It's a tough one, but just suffice to say,
that with black.
Gorgeous. And you're going to see it on Amy, never looking better. It's so pretty.
Fabulous.
Isn't that a great color?
Black.
Classic black.
Because you're going to need these. The Easy Pay we only hold for today. We're going to talk a lot about the shape of them because, and I've even tried them on. I forgot why I went to the mall, and then when I was there, I was like, try on some clothes and things like that. A lot of them are so much that you look like you have a skirt on.
It's absolutely right. There's too much fabric in the leg.
And you even did petite in these, David. You did 26.5 inches in the petite, and the regular's 29.5 inches.
And you're seeing on Talia the perfect length. That Talia is 5'2.5". So when you mention that it's not overwhelming fabric, basically I'll hold the pant up and I'll show you basically how it's cut. It is a square cut from the waist down. So full through the hips, and then all that fullness, as you're seeing on Amy, is then what really gives the palazzo or the pajama sort of feel as it passes by the hip and then becomes much fuller on the leg. But it's not too much fabric. It's not overwhelming. It's just the right amount. In the case of this particular palazzo, not only the pocket, we did a seam down the front, which again just gives it a little more of a designer sort of feel. I think it's awesome. It gives
it a direction to the leg.
Yeah, it does. It draws the eye up and down.
Shall we go over?
Sure.
I want you to show everybody what you were actually, we weren't on you at the moment, but
I'm sorry.
What you were talking about.
So basically, if you look at the cut of the pants, it's probably easier if I do it from the side. It is just a square leg. And there's no, it's not tapered at the bottom to become more of a bell bottom or a flare. It is a straight up and down, really one cut. We're full across the hip because we have some nice fullness there. But then when we get into the leg, it really doesn't become this big billowing pant at the bottom. And a lot of the palazzos that do that are hard to wear. I find that you're getting caught up in them.
Well, I think they look like, no offense to SpongeBob SquarePants, but you do. You look very...
It can plant you. It can all of a sudden, it's like just planting you. And keep in mind with all of our jersey pants,
look at that.
I love the way you pack. You just literally, that's it. Goes stuff it. You can never wrinkle this jersey. I love it. So Talia's our petite, as I mentioned. And again, the leg is not overwhelming. If this leg were any fuller, it would almost be like grounding you. It would be planting you in the ground. I'm finding I can see the leg, I can see the ankle, I can see movement, and I think that's the key to a pajama pant like this. It's just gorgeous.
And they truly, although I would never, but you could sleep in these if you really.
Oh, yes.
They're that comfortable.
That's a good thing.
Stan, did you say 500? 500 of you have already dialed in. You will not be sorry. Because here's the deal with these pants. Talia, could you hold these for a second?
Whole look on Blair.
Oh, we're having some jazzy music from somewhere. At least I am. But you see, look at this. All right, so there's lots of stretch. If you're like me and you're in Apple, you also see that I have my my Dorstal lipstick in there. But it doesn't come out on my hips. And if you are someone who has that tiny little waist, there's room here. They're totally flat, they're comfortable, they're a dream.
They're perfect.
They truly are a dream.
I think they would be the most comfortable pant you could ever put on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Elastic waist, pull on, and just flowy, and also very elegant. It's an elegant look. I'm looking at Blair.
Right?
Very, very pulled together look.
Ooh, and she's
comfortable.
also wearing that Empire Empire
the
waist
top.
new top
Fabulous.
that we had. Yeah. Oh, and the tawny. Look at the tawny.
Killing me on Amy. I love your whole outfit.
All right, moments from now, we're going to talk about the plaid shirt